Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night. Good to see you guys, and welcome to Mickey Sighting. So good to see you all in the chat tonight for our Thursday night live and guest starring Rebecca. Yay! We haven't seen very much of her these days, and I'm a little on the dark side over here with our lighting arrangement for this room. I had the lighting set, and then Becca said, I'm going to join in tonight. So that's awesome. We're glad to have her. I'm just over here kind of in the dark corner. Mom's going to be in the spotlight, and Dad is in the dark corner. That's all right. I take a back seat to the girls and the family anyway. So, and Susie is on her way in. We just got back from Georgia, and we have been, let me find my glasses here because I cannot read chat without them since Susie isn't here to help navigate me through. See, you get all the light reflection and everything. So good to see you guys. Let's see who we have in tonight. We have
Mike Wheeler.
Mike was first, and then we have Monarch Moments. We got Jeff and family in the house. Expedition Greg in the house. And let's see, Jeffrey's in the house. And Jack Sandy Claus Logan. Mini Fan is in the house, which of course is Mrs. Mickey Sightings. So awesome. Hey there, did you guys see recent pics for the resort? Yeah, you did an awesome job. Makes us homesick to be at the Grand Floridian and Fort Wilderness and all those awesome places. So one day we're all going to make it back into the House of Mouse. And Susie's preparing. I thought she was getting ready to step in because we want to give her the royal welcome. Well, hopefully you guys are doing good. I'm going to take my glasses back off. Hopefully you guys are doing really well. I'm going to turn the light a little bit. Hopefully it'll work for you because I really feel like I'm in the dark over here, which I usually am in the dark, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's see if I can reset this light a little bit. I'm going to have to move the camera a little bit. You guys will get a little bit more. So maybe turning it will give a little bit more light on the situation.
Oh yeah, Expedition Greg, happy birthday.
Today's your birthday? How did I miss that?
It was Tuesday.
Celebrate Tuesday night? How did I miss it was your birthday? There should have been some kind of national proclamation that it was National Greg Day. I did not know that. Well, happy belated birthday. The Rose Gold Cinderella Castle. I'll wait till Susie gets here and we'll talk. I got to try to move this light a little bit. You guys talk. Becca can hold the fort down for just a minute.
Well, you'd probably be holding the fort down because you have the light.
Nope, you got it. Tell them what you've been doing so far this summer.
Really? Basically 3 things. 1, watching the Marvel movies. 2, doing chores around the house and things, doing projects like getting the pool up, well, my little 10-foot pool up, doing things around the house like vacuuming, doing the dishwasher, and 3, wishing that I was at Disney.
Yeah, we are such taskmasters in the house. She's been doing all of her chores, which she finished. Whoa, my camera's a little crooked now, isn't it, guys? Hold on a minute. I had all this stuff set up a little bit better, but there we go. All right. I think that's a little bit better. Look pretty good on you guys' end, so you at least maybe looks a little bit more balanced.
Monarch says looks great with ours.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yeah, the Rose Gold Cinderella's Castle. It's going to have to grow on me. Of course, we all know because it's from the pictures at least. It looks very blue and very pink.
It reminds me a lot of the Disneyland castle, which I actually never did like the Disneyland castle.
Nope, she never has really liked it. Now, maybe if we saw it in person.
To me, it doesn't look really grand, at least in pictures.
Well, it is a smaller castle
than
Cinderella's, too.
But it's not really as tall.
Right.
And it's kind of more spread out. But, yeah, that Rose Gold Castle is really going to have to kind of grow on me.
Yeah.
But also, it's probably going to fade in about 6 months because we'll probably maybe we'll take a picture of my tetherball that I got for Christmas.
Yeah.
And we put it up in January.
Bright yellow.
Bright yellow. like we'll show you the bottom of it where the shade is, but that Florida sun turned the whole entire top part white.
Yeah, in less than 6 months, it was white. Yet it was bright yellow when we put it up in 1st of January.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the 1st of June,
Yeah.
it was already completely faded. So probably by the 50th, Cinderella's castle will be a little less blue and a little less pink, maybe. We're hoping. But, you know, oddly enough, Susie made the observation. She said, you know what? Becca, man, dissing our castle. Boo. You got booze from Monarch, from Mr. Garrett. Oh, no. She dissed your castle, Garrett. No more Funko Pops. But, you know, it's...
What about the trench coat?
The trench coat. That was hilarious. Like I said, I really want to see it in person because I know how pictures can look. It is definitely going to take some getting used to. Susie did make an interesting point that to her, it looks more mauve than it does pink. Welcome, Miss Susie. Yay! So see, Susie's a little bit more in the spotlight. Becca's got pretty much the perfect light, and I'm sitting over here in the shade.
Well, you know.
So, but anyway, let's see here. Now that everybody is here, let me change a little color filter here and see if that helps a little bit.
We're playing with light.
Oh, that helped a little bit. Got a little bit of different color filter action going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went up today and got some fresh Georgia peaches, and they are so. Oh, Susie's got to get one. And if you guys are huge Chick-fil-A fans like we are, we love Chick-fil-A. The closest one to us is 50 miles, so it's really kind of a special treat when we get Chick-fil-A. But they have their peach milkshake back. And if you've never had their peach milkshake, it is awesome.
For all of you who aren't close enough to get fresh Georgia peaches, there it is.
There it is.
Right there for you.
These are select
if
number
this was
ones.
if this was like futuristic smell-o-vision and I could just pop it right in and hand it to you, I would.
Sean and Susie can come to Disneyland. So that means that Rebecca has to stay home. Yep. Is that what you're saying?
Stay home.
No, you'll catch me at Disney World.
She dissed their castle. Hey, Amy, good to see you tonight. Hey, Jack, Santa Claus, Logan is in the house. Good to see you, Matt. Good to see you in the house.
Castles are castles are castles. And
Amy is stopping in because she needs to charge her phone. Amy, I'm going to steal some of your ideas tonight. I'm going to do trivia. We're going to do 4th of July Disney trivia. So, hey, got 4th of July apparel. Becca doesn't have a 4th of July shirt, really. She has one, but I think
she had one last year, but she outgrew it.
She's outgrowing it. She's growing like a weed. So she's got her cool Team Mickey sunshine shirt on.
Okay, so. I want y'all to look at her height and my height. See?
That height.
She has a really good time reminding me that she is going to be surpassing me in height in the next couple of years.
Yes. We love Georgia peaches. Right now, there are 2 types of peaches. There are freestone and clingstone. And in July, the freestone, which means the flesh of the peach comes away from the seed. So that's what's in season now. And then South Carolina's will be coming in season
very soon.
About 3 weeks from now. Yeah, and they're huge. Yeah. They're a lot bigger than
ginormous.
Georgia peaches are like this, and South Carolina peaches are just like some of them are just immense. Yeah, some of them are almost twice as big. But oh, guys, they smell so good. They smell so good. Oh, good. Amy will be back shortly, so we'll kind of hang out a little bit. We'll talk a little bit before we start the trivia. We'll do some general trivia too. We'll also do some 4th of July trivia. I've got my 4th of July cap tonight with some of my 4th of July Disney pins on it, and I've got a 4th of July lanyard with pins, and I think I'm going to do maybe tomorrow night. I'm thinking of doing a stream where we'll talk a little bit more about. I talked about wanting to discuss Liberty Square and that. Do that tomorrow night, and I think we'll do some pins and kind of show some of our. We've got some Jim Shore patriotic things, and maybe some of our patriotic stuff.
I do have to show Monarch Moments my earrings though.
Yes, okay. So we got to show.
So let's see.
Take a look at the earrings, Garrett.
Can you see them?
Does
it show up?
A little bit of glare.
RVing to Disney is in the house.
Aren't they pretty?
A little bit up.
Hey, Jackie, so
a little bit up.
There you go.
There you go. Perfect.
Ta-da!
Screenshot of Susie's ear. Oh my goodness! Amy said that a Georgia Peach truck had come into her area. That is awesome.
Great.
We go to an orchard about 65, 70 miles from here, north of here.
Hey,
Yeah.
are we being to Disney?
Yeah, Miss Jackie
Yes.
is here.
Burton Brooks and Luck and Moody Orchards is across the street.
Yeah,
So
and they're both great
they're
orchards.
both incredible orchards.
The
Burton Brooks has like a little
so it's like a little.
vegetable farm
Yeah.
stand that's all
They have
from
old trucks there.
from what they've grown. So we got some Vidalia onions, some cucumbers, some squash.
Yeah, cantaloupe, watermelons.
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness.
Peaches.
We got green tomatoes. So Saturday night I'm going to make fried green tomatoes.
Okay.
dinner.
You did fried green tomatoes. What movie? Fried green tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes. That's right. Very pretty earrings, Miss Jackie said.
Why, thank you.
Awesome.
I don't remember where I found them. I just saw them and went, ooh, butterflies, 4th of July. I like that.
I think they were from.
Probably Walmart.
No, it wasn't Walmart. I think it was either from. I think the Emporium.
Could
Might
have
have
been
been.
the Emporium.
Might
You
have
know
been.
what it was?
Could have been Emporium or Claire's or Walmart. I don't know. I see earrings. I'm very picky about earrings. And so when I see a pair that I like, I buy them. Unless they're really expensive because I can be a little hard on them.
I only shop for earrings at Claire's. I have a whole entire armoire of them.
So
Yes.
Garrett, this is a question for you guys, you West Coast guys out there. Did you see that the Void at Downtown Disney has been permanently shut down due to a license agreement breach?
Oh,
That's pretty
serious.
significant. Yeah.
Wow.
What's the Void?
Yeah, it says it's like a 3D amusement area. Not amusement, but you go in and it's like an
kind
encounter.
of like Disney Quest
Kinda.
was, sort of.
But it's one
It's all
Star
3D
Wars,
3D.
and I'll remember what the other one is. Or
Virtual
or the-
reality.
Yeah,
that
virtual
kind of
reality. That
thing.
was the word I was looking
Yeah.
for.
Virtual reality play zone.
So it says, so anyway, the Void must cease all use of Disney IP or intellectual property through Star Wars, Secrets of the Empire, and Ralph Breaks Virtual Reality, plus
Yikes.
any and all Disney promotional material, trademarks, and confidential information.
Wow.
With the recent ban on indoor entertainment across Orange County due to COVID-19, it's unlikely that the Void would have been able to reopen with the rest of the downtown Disney district. But now it seems the days of the immersive virtual reality experience are over.
Are over.
Wow, that is crazy. That is a pretty. I'll tell you what. Disney needs good news.
They do.
Disney has been they've been
do.
the last almost 12
It's
months
been-
have been
it's
like
been-
one hammering after another.
Really, really tough on Disney.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Also, it sounds like Walt Disney World is recalling small number of their additional food and housekeeping cast members starting on July 12th.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I guess you guys did see that the college program has been suspended through the fall. So that will go all the way into January.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it's going to be interesting to see the parks. We kind of talked a little bit about this Monday night, but it's going to be interesting to see the parks without
College program kids.
college program. Now you can read chat.
Students.
You can read chat. Can you read chat?
No. That's why I have my phone.
Okay, Susie's got the phone because I got to
I've
take
got my
off the glasses
phone.
because I can't I can't read this and read that at the same time. So Jackie said we actually got to go experience the Void. I've heard it was really, really cool. That is really neat.
Well,
How did you
virtual
like
reality in and of itself? I know earlier this year, Walmart in their clearance aisle had virtual reality goggles for like $5. I mean, the kind that you put your phone in, and we had the best time doing roller coasters and jet flights and all kinds of fun interactive experiences. You know, the only thing is you kind of need a really big safe space, or you've got to be still. You got to sit somewhere because obviously you can't see where you are, and so you know that's kind of, I guess, part of the idea is that it's a space that's, and really good goggles.
Jackie
not,
said her daughter was a
not-
pink stormtrooper.
you know, not $5 goggles.
Stormtrooper. In answering your question, Garrett, it did happen recently. They just got the letter on the 30th, June 30th, and it just broke like 12 minutes ago. So this is pretty
really
recent. So that is
you heard it first on Mickey Sightings.
You heard it first on Mickey Sightings that the Void has been permanently, looks like potentially permanently shut down at Downtown Disney District. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
I read on a different note. I read there's a few cast members on Facebook that have been regaling some of us with stories and experiences and pixie dust stories and that kind of thing. And one of the cast members that I have that's on the group actually got back to, he's one of the captains of the little boats, the little launch boats that go between Magic Kingdom and Polynesian and Grand Floridian. And and he said after it was just over 100 days of not being on the water, he said it was amazing to be back. And he said it's going to be very different and a very different experience for both cast and guests, but they are super excited and really amped to see people back in the magic and back at Disney. And he said, even with nobody here guest wise, he said it was just magical pulling his boat into the slip at Magic Kingdom. So
that's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
That is cool. One of the two things that have partnership that I love a lot. Please stop swinging your legs. It's swinging my. I'm sitting here going. I feel like I'm on a ship.
You're on the launch.
I'm on the launch. The merger is Disney and Ford, and it turns out that Disney and Ford will be partnering for a new 2020 Bronco unveiling on July 13th, according to CNBC, which is pretty cool. It says from the 1964 to 65 World's Fair Ford Magic Skyway to the 2020 Ford Bronco, Disney has partnered with the automobile brands. On July 13th, Ford will be unveiling the newly reimagined Bronco 4x4 family of cars to viewers across Disney's media networks, including ABC, ESPN, National Geographic, and Hulu. This marks the first ever primetime product reveal across Disney's broadcast, cable, digital, and streaming properties. So that's quite the deal. Wow. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Aren't all the cars at the end of Test Track, aren't all of those Chevrolet?
Those are Chevrolet. But, Ford.
Because Chevrolet sponsored the ride.
Right. Mm-hmm. Now, Ford was one of the original sponsors. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but in the 64-65 World's Fair.
Right.
Was one of the original.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And then Chevrolet came in with the whole Test Track because they provided the rubber for the escalator and all those kinds of things, plus in addition to the cars. So anyway, which come to find out, I was reading an article last week that in one of the holdups of the development of Test Track in the early days, and some of you guys may know this, but was the fact that the tires could not withstand that much wear. They were wearing out like almost daily. And
that'd be a lot of
because
tires.
of the braking and the speed of the braking and the speed of the brake. So they kind of developed a tire just for that ride. It took like 6 extra months to do that. So that's
and if you think about it, you don't really need a road tire to be on the ride because the ride is on a track. So you don't really need a road tire. But you do need a tire that can go from 0 to 68, 63.
Is it 63 or 66?
No, it's 66.
66. Yeah, 66 miles per hour.
And then be able to brake and then let people off and do it all over again hundreds of times. So that's pretty cool. Greg said the Pop Gallery is permanently closed for a new Everglazed donut.
Wow.
Donut shop at the Pop Gallery.
Wow.
Where is the Pop Gallery?
Is that the one in downtown Disney or in Disney Springs?
Is it? That would have to be.
Unless
it's a resort.
Over by the AMC? Is that
where it is? I'm not exactly sure.
I don't remember.
Where's Pop Gallery? Greg, where's Pop Gallery? I'm not placing it.
Oh, and Jackie, yes. She said that her daughter felt sick after it. Everyone else was fine. It was fun, but not worth the money. You know, that's the thing is I have to be really careful with simulators and virtual reality. I was actually kind of hesitant on even Flight of Passage because I've been on virtual reality rides. Aladdin's Magic Carpets at Disney Quest, I thought was going to be just amazing. And I felt sick the whole rest of the day. I sat and did like an hour worth of animation classes because everything just was like a little off and it made me feel
you didn't have
queasy.
Smuggler's Run.
Yeah, Smuggler's Run. I had a little bit of
I actually,
headache.
oddly enough, did great with it.
Yeah, I did amazing.
He was the one worried about it.
Yeah,
I ended
I'm
up being
like,
the one
I don't
going,
know, but, you know.
I can do that once in a day, but not twice in a day.
But that was like, and of course we still haven't done Rise of the Resistance yet.
Yes,
So.
I know.
I
But
honestly do think that I could do.
Amy's back.
Oh, hey, Amy.
The tires got tired. Good one, Jackie.
Yeah, but I could actually do Smuggler's Run back and like take the bus or some really fast transportation over to Animal Kingdom and get right on Flight of Passage, and then I could go to Epcot and do Test Track, and I'd be fine.
Which Test Track is one of your new favorite rides.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah, she really likes
Once I
Test Track.
finally talked her into going on it, she now absolutely loves it.
And then I made
I like it.
And then the next day I made one of the worst mistakes of my life. I chose to ride Mount Everest.
Oh, but it was great, and she wrote it, and she was wonderful.
She was
and
so brave,
she
unlike
was
her
so
father.
brave.
So Greg said it's on the west side near Splitsville, so it is over there. Where we
Okay,
thought it was.
all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the one with all of the different.
Wasn't that the one with like
That's where we got the
teacup?
giraffe. That's where we got the giraffe picture. Remember, it was a really kind of narrow, long
when
store.
we came out
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
that's
garage,
right.
they're on the right.
Came in.
Yes, where we got your giraffe.
Yeah.
Your cute
They got
little
a lot
baby
of-
giraffe
yeah.
picture.
And he signed it.
Oh,
You were
yeah.
about- yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. The artist
Yeah.
signed it. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
I liked half the store, and the other half the store was just not my
Yeah.
cup of tea.
I love the store. I really do. I get a kick out of that
hey,
store.
Pam's fan.
Pam is in the house. Hey, Pam. We missed you the other night. It just wasn't the same without you.
Yes.
And but now you can officially see we're back. Good job, Becca, riding Everest. No kidding, Garrett. Yeah. No kidding.
So
And,
how's Hannah doing?
Hannah was
Jackie
invested.
says we need donut shish kebab. yeah, donut shish kebab. That would be awesome.
Oh my goodness.
They have donuts on a stick at Animal Kingdom. M&M World is coming to Disney. Yeah, Greg, that is awesome.
Really?
I enjoyed the one at the
The
mall.
mall?
That
It
is
just
so
takes
much
forever
fun.
to get there.
It's ridiculously expensive too,
Yes.
but it's the
But
novelty. of it.
it's really cool to go in and see everything.
It is, and well, I'm sure there'll be something Disney related
yeah.
that we'll have to get.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yep. I'm sure.
Definitely.
What an awesome idea!
Who's
Putting
ready to do
a
some
bunch
trivia?
of donuts like a kebab. I know, Garrett. What could be better than donuts on a kebab? Krispy Kreme donuts on a kebab. That would be awesome.
That would be
It
that would be yummy.
awesome.
that would
All
be
right,
yummy.
Amy's back. So let's do some trivia. And tonight Becca's got some general trivia, Disney trivia, but we're going to start with Disney 4th of July trivia. No Googling, because you'll find the answer to my questions.
All right, I've got the first question. What YouTube channel did a live on location broadcast from the Magic Kingdom last 4th of July and got their 100th subscriber that night?
I know. Mickey sightings. And also, what channel did a Walt and American History series last 4th of July in the parks? Mickey sightings, which I think I'll show those. I'll kind of re-show those clips. I don't know. We'll have fun with it. All right, here we go, guys. You ready? Okay, Mike was in the house, but I think Mike was playing triple duty, so I don't know if Mike's still with us or not. Who would like to be our thumbs up guy to do our, because I can't reach the keyboard to do it. Everything is too far away. That's the only problem about our setup right now. I need to get a different table in here. Everything is like
I'll tell you what,
way far away.
I'll do happy faces.
Happy faces. That'll be good.
Here we go.
What a cool face.
Happy faces with cool faces.
Pam didn't get a notification. Okay, guys, I tell you what, please check your notifications. And while we were on our hiatus, we lost like 30 subscribers. So I don't know if people just unsubscribed because they figured we were gone, or YouTube cleaned us out or whatever. So just check and share our stream out. And we're just kind of, trying to go with that thing again.
And make sure to click the like button.
Yes, make sure you click the like button. Please, please, please.
We just like that you're here.
Okay, are we done?
Yes.
All right, okay, let's see. All right, let me get my Becca's here eating a peach. That's no fair. All right, let me get back over here to my
Jimmy's questions.
My questions.
You don't have them memorized?
No.
What?
No, and I lost the one I had. Okay, here we go. All right. That wasn't the first one I wanted to do. Hold on, y'all. Y'all talk about something real quick.
I've got one that in Carousel of Progress, which character is wearing an Uncle Sam hat?
Oh, yes.
In Carousel of Progress, which character is wearing an Uncle Sam hat?
Might even be one of my questions. All right, who knows?
Does anybody know?
Does anybody know? Anybody know? Oh, Frankie's in the house too.
Hey, Frankie.
Frankie got a notification. Good. Welcome, Frankie.
Oh, and Cargo.
Cargo's in the house. Hey, Cargo. So good to see you. Okay, so what's the answer?
Does anybody? Oh, Cargo knows.
Cargo knows the answer?
Cargo knows. It is
Old
Orville.
Our perennial house guest.
No privacy at all around this place.
Do it again. Do it.
No privacy at all around this place.
There you go. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? How many separate dining rooms are located within Liberty Tree Tavern in Magic Kingdom's Liberty Square?
I've never been there.
How many separate dining rooms are located within the Liberty Tree Tavern in Magic Kingdom's Liberty Square?
I'm going to say 3.
Ooh, Amy got 2. Orville.
We're not set up to keep points.
I tell you what, I can't see the chat at all. Sorry for the cats. I do that when I get excited. That's all right. All right, I gotta shed the cap for a minute. I'm getting hot. My head's getting hot. See, I might get my bald spot. All right. Who knows? I'll give you a hint.
Frankie
It's less than 10.
Cargo said 13. Frankie said 4.
Nope, nobody's got it yet.
Although 13 would make absolute sense. One for each colony.
I see where Cargo was going with that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
However, 13 different rooms would be a lot.
That would be.
That'd be a lot.
Tiny little room.
Tiny little room. You could sit 4 people in the room.
All right. Any more guesses?
All right.
The answer
8
is 6.
Ah.
The sit-down restaurant features 6.
Cargo got it.
So Cargo got it.
Yay!
So here's the explanation. It features 6 separate dining rooms themed to reflect important personalities from the Revolutionary period. I got to credit this Walt Disney World Radio, though. Okay. Within this 18th century home, keen observers will be able to notice the different decorations and props found in the rooms that reflect historical luminaries such as Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, John Paul Jones, Benjamin Franklin, Paul Revere, and Betsy Ross. A few of the highlights include the simple-style Paul Revere room, which specializes in nautical-themed decor, navigation equipment, and silversmith tools, while the more grandiose Virginian style of the Benjamin Franklin room is complete with the kite and key. Don't forget to take in the wood paneling and color scheme for each room, as they are period-specific.
Yeah. Wow.
Make sure to take the time to really look around the Liberty Tree Tavern waiting area, as there are many more intricate details and nods to American history. That would be cool just to live stream that from
It would.
from there.
Yeah.
We've walked by
That
it
is awesome.
multiple times, but it's one that it's an all-inclusive, and it's only open. No, that's Diamond Horseshoe is only open.
Yeah, Cargo said she's
Sometimes.
Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Go you.
Liberty Tree. That's where we go and you get the fish and chips.
No,
Is that it?
that's
No,
Columbia House.
That's Columbia House.
Liberty Tree is the
Oh,
we
it's
haven't ever been there.
We haven't never been there.
So we're gonna have to
That's
put
right.
that on our list. All
On the
right. Smiley faces. Next question.
Oh, Amy sat in the Betsy Ross room.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Where did she put that?
My chat's probably faster than your chat.
Yeah, it is.
My chat's faster than your chat.
Oh, here it is.
That's cool, Amy. That is awesome.
Oh.
That is awesome. All right. This question is true or false? True or false?
You've got a 50-50 chance.
The Liberty Bell, located in Magic Kingdom's Liberty Square, has been there since the park opening on October 1st, 1971.
I'm going to go with true.
True or false? The Liberty Bell, located in Magic Kingdom's Liberty Square, has been there since the park opening on October 1st, 1971.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
You're going with true?
Anybody know? Really? Garrett wants us to sing. What are we going to do? Let's sing something. We like eating there for lunch. They have a menu for lunch. You can get. Oh, cool. Columbia Harbor House. You got to sing the song. Take a chance on fish.
I don't know that song.
Take a chance on fish not cooked by. No, I did not know that song. Really? False. Who got it first?
Pam's
Pam's and
Cargo.
Cargo and Frankie got false. False is the answer. The Liberty Bell, located in Magic Kingdom's Liberty Square, was received from Pennsylvania, who, along with the other 50 states, had a replica from 1976, when 50 replicas of the original Liberty Bell from 1751 were cast and molded to celebrate America's 200th anniversary. Having two Liberty Bells, Pennsylvania donated the replica to Walt Disney World, and the Magic Kingdom's Liberty Bell was lowered into its permanent home in Liberty Square on July 4th, 1989. So that's
Wow,
not that long ago, actually.
Well.
Well.
Remember, we're in 2020. 89. 31 years ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're making me feel old now. All right, next question. You guys ready? You're doing good. You're doing good.
Yay!
Good job. All right.
Yeah, but you're making me feel young.
What kind of friend? Oh, HJW. Okay. You ready? All right. Really put on your thinking caps. How many statues can be found inside the American Adventure Theater in Epcot's America Pavilion? How many statues can be found inside the American Adventure Theater at Epcot's America Pavilion?
I'm going to go with 12.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't see the answers because I'm keeping the answers tucked away from her, so I don't want y'all to think she's in the
theater,
know.
In the America Pavilion at Epcot.
Okay, so Garrett said 11. Nope, not 11.
1, 2, 3.
Cargo said 27.
I'd say
Greg says
16.
11. Frankie said I copied Garrett. So 11. Nope, not 11. Not 24. Not 27. Cargo says I have no idea. All right, you guys ready?
Hey, Jeff.
The answer is 12.
12.
12. Ranging in height from 5 feet 5 inches to over 6 feet tall, the 12 statues can be found on both your right and left side, of course, as you enter the theater. Each statue represents a personified spirit of American values. The statues are titled Adventure, Compassion, Discovery, Freedom, Heritage, Independence, Individualism, Innovation, Knowledge, Pioneering, Self-Reliance, and Tomorrow.
I like the cowboy one.
Yeah. Oh, they're really cool. I think that's one of the neatest effects.
And I like
to
the
me.
Pioneer one too.
And the way they shadow them and light them. You know, I think that is one of, to me personally, with the way they're lit and everything, that is is very moving at the end
Yes.
when they highlight them. I really, really like that. The first time I ever saw it, I was probably as impressed by that as I was the show, because it just really, I really like those statues.
And when you couple that with the America Spread Your Golden Wings song,
oh wow,
then I mean, how can you help? Not, I mean, you want to stand up and cheer and loudly
you're so proud to be American.
I'm an American.
Well, it's like it's like in the Hall of Presidents, it's the same way. You're just such American pride. Pam said, I've never been to Disney, so that's my excuse. Yeah, Jeffrey, happy birthday, Greg. See, Cargo said, see, that's the problem. I can't see that high. I'm only 4 feet 10 inches.
I'm only 5'2". The smallest statue is still taller than I am.
All right. Now, another true or false question. You ready?
Oh, 50-50 chance again.
Here we go. All right. True or false? Okay, good. Amy's got us covered. On our next question. Right. The building that houses Epcot's The American Adventure is made entirely of fiberglass. True or false? The building that houses Epcot's The American Adventure is made entirely of fiberglass.
False.
I would say false.
Okay, you guys say false.
Can a building be made entirely of fiberglass?
Well, in the little gift shop, there's brick that attaches onto it.
Yay, Cargo! Short twins. Wonder Twin powers activate.
Oh my goodness, y'all too funny. All right, any guesses? True or false? You get a 50-50 chance.
Hey, half of us say false, half of you say true.
Okay.
Somebody's got it.
Frankie says true. Cargo says false. Greg says false.
Monarch Moment says true. Pam
says false.
AJC false.
Amy says false.
I'm copying
Frankie.
Yeah. Now, the brick I could believe would be fiberglass.
The answer is false.
False.
Unlike Cinderella's castle, which is made of fiberglass, the American Adventure building is made out of bricks. Now, I've got another question, a sub-question of this question.
Uh-huh.
How many bricks are in the building of the American Adventure Pavilion? How many bricks?
1 million?
250. I don't know.
I'm going to go with 100,000.
You are very close.
Wow.
150,000.
Over, but you were very close at 100,000.
101,000. 110,000.
110,000.
Oh yeah, Frankie.
Yep.
Frankie, we get it. You meant false.
You are right, Rebecca. 110,000 bricks. In fact, the building.
I don't know that one.
Okay.
Okay.
The building design for the American Adventure is based off of the Georgian style of the late 1700s. So it's only fitting that each brick is handmade from Georgia red clay.
Georgia clay.
Isn't that something? See, you learn all kinds of stuff on me.
We have one that's made from Georgia clay.
Yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got one made from Alabama clay
Yes, we do.
that we got off of the old Florida trail
Well, it was a
on the side of the road.
sudden road thing. It was already,
It was already there. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Mr. Fulton Rams, hey.
Oh, awesome. Good to see you.
Oh, it's your 21st
21st
birthday
birthday.
on July 20th.
Happy
Woo-hoo.
early birthday.
Hey, all right.
All right, here we go. How large is the screen used in the show, The American Adventure? How large is the screen?
Big. Very big.
Big.
Have to measurement.
It's one of the largest. I would say it was probably, other than the Circle Vision screens. Well, the Circle Vision screens are individual screens, though. It's probably one of the largest screens.
The dimensions would be, block feet by block feet. How many feet high, how many feet long.
Those very technical terms there. Block.
Cargo clay. Cargo clay.
clay.
Cargo says she wants from clay. So this one might be kind of hard to type out, maybe.
Yeah, this is.
All right, I'll give it to you guys. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Because this is too specific. 28 feet high by 155 feet long.
Wow.
It is the largest rear projection screen in existence.
In existence.
in existence
Whoa.
as of 2017,
Okay.
which it may still be probably.
It could be.
As such, the film for the show is the longest single loop of film ever employed for a Walt Disney theme park show. The film is 3,330 feet long and snakes up and down 7 specially designed storage cabinets in order to be played.
Wow.
That's incredible. That is crazy.
My mom's favorite part of that was the Civil War song, Two
Yes.
Brothers.
Two Brothers.
That was her absolute favorite. She was huge into genealogy.
Yeah, that was. And
genealogy.
so I
And that
cannot watch it
was-
now that I'll immediately think that
of
it was
Mom.
like every time she would
Yep.
always go, "That's my favorite part." She
Yep.
said, "That's my favorite part," or after it, "That's my favorite part." You know.
Mhm.
Yeah. How does that go?
Two brothers on their way. Two brothers on their way. Two brothers on their way. One more blue and one more gray. One more blue and one more gray. Something along the way, the fife and drum began to play, all on a beautiful morning.
Oh yeah, that is a beautiful
Well,
song. It's such a mournful song.
Monarch moments, you guys to sing.
Yep.
All right. Next question. Amy, you want to give us some next question? All right. So this is a specific question. So, but I will go ahead and tell you, think maybe higher than you would think. Think higher
and
maybe
loftier.
not than you would think. All right, here we go. How many audio animatronic figures are utilized during the American Adventure Show?
What does he do? Oh yeah,
Used.
Used.
So how many audio animatronic figures are utilized during the American Adventure Show? How many audio animatronic figures are used? And you're going to probably think in your head, but it may be a little higher than you think. I was surprised by the answer, honestly. I mean, it's not ridiculously high, but
I would say 45.
just our dream.
Hi.
It is.
Oh, just our dream. You've been going to Disney Springs every night to see if they have the tumbler.
No, Amy, not 55, but you're not too far. Not really. It's less than, oh, wow. Cargo almost nailed it.
Oh, so 33?
35.
35.
There
I
are
was
35.
10 It's 771.
The interesting thing about it is these particular audio animatronics marked the first time that each individual audio animatronic was equipped with their own voice and speakers.
Mm-hmm.
Previous to this attraction, when audio animatronics were employed, music and voices were piped through the room speakers as opposed to the individual character.
Wow. I think it's really neat how they use several of the sets to change into the next scene.
Yeah.
How they do like the
a
gas,
stage show.
well, like the gas station
Mhm.
from the Depression era turns into the Rosie the Riveter and the ship.
Well, and you have it comes down from
And
the
it comes
ceiling
down,
and comes
yeah.
up from the bottom. It's like a stage show.
Right.
It is.
It's-
It
I
really is
really-
really cool.
Really cool.
One of my favorite parts of it though is wherever they have the George Washington part, wherever they have the horse, but in the screen it looks like you're coming down, but it's actually like going like this and then it goes into place and then it goes back up when the animatronics are going back down. I just love that effect.
It is. That's cool.
It's really, they did the filmographers
Yeah,
did a phenomenal job.
it is. It's
But actually some of the characters were voiced by Imagineers.
yeah.
Yes,
that's
they
correct. I think one of my favorite audio animatronics is George Washington on the horse.
Uh-huh.
That
He is
that horse looks so
real.
real. I'm not kidding you. I'm telling you, I have heard so many people, adults and children, watching
Uh-huh.
that. Is that a real horse? Because it flicks its ears.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
It
the
moves,
tail.
yeah.
I mean, that horse moves so naturally, in conjunction with its sound,
Right.
that it is awesome. I
And
think
of course,
that's
you know that
my
Will
favorite.
Rogers animatronic is that animatronic actually spins the rope.
Yeah.
It actually spins it. It's
Imagine
not
coming up with that idea.
The rope is actually just a regular rope tied just like it would normally be.
It's actually the only animatronic in the world that can lasso.
Can lasso because they worked at it until they could get it to where it spins the rope. There's nothing in the rope that makes it stiff. There's nothing that makes it spin. It's the actual movement of his wrist and hand, which is really cool.
That is cool.
Really
This
cool.
is really cool. Brandon said, I want to make advanced animatronics one day and robots with also voice. I'm learning an online course that teaches this. Hopefully I learn a lot at the end like they promised. That would be awesome.
Wow.
And Brandon and maybe work with Disney in Imagine.
Oh, that would be
I tell you what, you kind of like you look at your life so go, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Man, to be an Imagineer, some of the stuff they come is like, man, that would be so cool.
But
stressful.
I was gonna say the pressure
cool.
on Imagineers to constantly come up with the incredible, amazing things. But you know, it's like when you get people who have the same kind of end idea in mind, that when you get groups like that together and you can just bounce ideas off of each other, I think that would be so much fun. It'd be so neat.
Our dog and cat are over here playing.
Yes.
And so if you hear this strange rah noise, they're rolling around together. Our cat and our dog play together like.
Yes, the cat
children.
is biting the dog's ear. The dog looks like she's about to eat the cat, but she's
Now they just
nibbling on
separated.
her and you know.
They actually
So as a matter of fact,
together.
Garrett said, I hear a doggy. Yeah, that was Daisy and Gracie playing.
Yes, but she won't get up here. She is camera shy.
She is camera shy. Even if you try to take her picture,
yeah,
she's
she'll
like,
come over, but she won't like get up tall enough to be in the frame.
Yeah, it's
We
crazy.
tried.
But the I guess what really kind of captured for me the other night, we were watching the Making of Frozen 2 series, which is so cool.
Really neat.
And they were coming up with one of the animation scenes, if you guys remember, was Elsa running up the mountain, and she slides and does the ice, And when they first did it, it was kind of choppy because they were modeling like human behavior. So we have these small steps, then stop. And the director was like, no, let's do more of a slide. And the animator said, well, this will require us to, we'll have to do, and he simply went, oh, okay. Like, you can do it. We can make it happen.
Sure,
it was like,
make it happen.
It's like nothing is impossible with Disney Imagineering.
Yeah.
And that, when I saw him say that, and just even expression on his face, it was like Walt.
Right.
Because that's how they said Walt Disney was.
We'll do
if
that.
he came in with an idea and it was just like, you can do it. And they would say that he would go around the world and he would see different things and immediately say, yeah, our WED Enterprises at that time, but Imagineers now can make that. And the birds, the Tiki Room birds, he was like, that we can do that.
Or, when you really stop and think about like the Tiki Room birds and how intricate they are and how many little gears and things are in them and they all move and they breathe and they now to us sometimes they look a little jerky, a little, but that's the I think it's neat to see the evolution of from like the Tiki Room birds to go straight across and go to Jungle Cruise, where you see the animals which are a little more fluid, and then you go to Pirates and you see the very fluid movements. Then you go over to Animal Kingdom and you go on the Navi River journey and you see the incredibly fluid,
the most advanced animatronic
movements.
Right now in existence. Yeah.
To see that evolution of animatronics and the idea behind it, I just think is. And
I know some people are really
cool.
kind of opposed to the projection faces, but I really like those. I remember when we first saw those in Ariel's Grotto.
Yeah.
I was blown away.
Yeah.
I was just blown away. All right, more trivia.
Okay.
In Muppet Vision 3D, what is the title of Sam Eagle's glorious 3-hour finale? Which, of course, Kermit Frog tells him he only has a minute and a half. But What is the title of Sam Eagle's glorious 3-hour finale? The Tiki Room birds are here every day. That's right.
Tiki room in the tiki
Here we go again.
All the birds sing words and the flowers grow in the tiki room. I don't know what key she keeps starting.
I don't know. I just pick one and go with it.
I try to find it.
I just pick one and go with
In
it.
the tiki room, in the tiki.
I find one that I can
room,
sing.
all the birds sing words and the flowers croon in the tiki
room. But the door could
hide away. You lucky people, you.
If we weren't in the show
Starting right away, we'd be the audience too. Everybody in the tiki room, in the tiki room. All the birds sing words and the flowers croon in the tiki room.
Hey, Geo Jerry.
This is
Good
just
to see
tanking.
you.
Geo Jerry, good to see you. He says hi, gang.
We're just having fun.
A
Everybody's just having
tribute to
fun.
all things, but mostly America. You are
You are
exactly right. Cargo,
Cargo.
go Canada. Go Canada, eh?
Canada.
All right, you got it. That is exactly right. The name of the song is A Salute to All Nations, but mostly America. All right, next question. You guys ready? Here we go. Let's get some. Do we have them yet? Are we ready to go yet?
Oh, I can put them. I can put cool faces in. There we go. All right.
Oh,
We're ready.
Right. In the Carousel of Progress, who are John and Sarah going to the Ladies Club 4th of July celebration as?
Oh, I know.
You can't say it. You can't say it. What are they going to the 4th? Who are they going to the 4th of July celebration as? All right, let's see who gets it.
John jokingly says that he's going as Benedict Arnold, but he really doesn't.
Oh, Becca, I love the Canada song. Oh, yes,
The
Canada.
Canada song is so cool. You know, in the Canada redo, we have not seen the new Canada film. Is it out yet? I don't remember.
No, we went to. Yeah, we did.
We saw the new Canada
Yeah,
film?
because we saw the new Canada
Yeah.
film that trip, and then when we met
Okay.
Angela,
It's just been so
we saw the
long.
new France one. We saw the
Yes.
new Canada
I
and the new
remember
France.
the new France one, and
And we went into China,
we
but
went
it
to
wasn't
China,
new.
but it wasn't new.
That wasn't the new one yet. But
Right.
yeah, we've seen the new. Yeah, we've seen the new France.
We've seen
in
the
Canada.
new Canada.
Cargo
Okay.
I
got
think
right.
so.
Martha and George
Maybe.
Washington.
Yeah, Martha and George Washington. You got it right. Woo woo! Awesome
So
job.
did AGC and HAC.
If you remember, John said that he was well suited for the role, but he thinks next year he'll go as Benedict Arnold. All right, next question.
Pam said John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. You know, his name is my name too. Whenever we go out, the people always shout, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Wow. All right, I'm going to change this trivia question, and this has got so you got to really put on you're a true hardcore observant Disney fanatic nut.
Put on
if
your
you
Disney
know
ears.
the answer to this.
Put on your Disney
You
ears.
ready? You ready? What is the building number on the Hall of Presidents? What is the building number on the Hall of Presidents? And there's a reason why it is that number. Because remember, all the numbers are specific on every building. I talk about that, shameless plug, in one of the little videos I did last year. But why is it that number? The building has that number. And actually, I guess technically it would even receive mail at that number. That is its building number.
Really?
Yep.
Can I say?
No.
I don't know.
Nope. Nope, because I think you looked at my picture.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, well, don't say it.
No, I only saw the Hall of Presidents.
See, 35, 1776, 76, 1776, 45, 13, 26, 44, 1776.
Nobody has
33,
gotten it yet. However,
42.
1776 is within the general ballpark.
Ah.
Okay. So 1776 is in the general ballpark.
1778.
The answer is 1787. And you knew that. You said that to my ear. You knew that, 1787. You are a smart little cracker. I'm telling you what, girl.
And you wonder why? It's because that style of the building is from 1787.
But specifically, it's the year that the U.S. Constitution was signed in Philadelphia. At the Hall of Presidents, the building number 787, which corresponds to the year that the United States Constitution was signed in Philadelphia. That's the reason why it's 1787.
Wow.
And that cool?
That is
awesome.
cool.
As a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys can see the picture very well. I don't know if it'll focus in or not for you to see. I don't think it's going
Not
to.
really.
No. Anyway,
Yeah.
never mind. We tried.
Yeah.
All right. Next question.
All right. 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Right? It's almost 10.
I don't know. We got some questions to do. We'll go through all of our questions. I'm like Amy. We'll just keep doing. We're having too
I
much
was about
fun.
to say because we're also going.
Unless
to
I'm stepping on somebody's time that's in here. I have a picture of the door around the corner. And the mark it says 26. That's why I can't. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. What words appear on the America float in the Main Street Electrical Parade? Of course, you got to think back because we don't have that at Walt Disney World anymore. Well, they don't have it at Disneyland either, do they? What words appear on the America float in the Main Street Electrical Parade?
And it's not the end.
No. It's kind of different. I know Becca just said, like, God bless America. No, it's kind of different, but it does have America in it. It does.
So.
It does have America in it. Well, it could have said
Not
a lot of
American
it.
Pride.
Nope.
American.
The final and longest float in the Main Street Electrical Parade is the America float, which has a banner up front that says
AJC said freedom rings.
no. That's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Good thought there. It's actually 3 words. It's not God bless America. No, it's not We the People. Those are all very good. Very
America
good.
the Beautiful?
Nope, not America the Beautiful.
I'm always watching the cast members beside it because I always think about how long it is to march on your toes, on the balls of your feet.
Yeah.
Because they march on the balls of their feet through the whole parade.
Through the whole parade.
And I always think about how that's like, wow, that's a long way.
He said, "Make America great again." No wonder they love. No wonder they got rid of the float. We can't have anything in here that says that. God bless America. Okay, this is what it says: to honor America. So it says to honor America. Yep. But those were great guesses because
Let me see it.
for so many of us have not, haven't seen it in so long, except on
very
replays
long.
of videos.
Yes.
I don't remember it saying
Long
All right.
time ago.
Now-
the galaxy. Wrong.
Some of you are going to get this if you've been to Disney back a little while back. This actually ended in September of 2014. Okay,
That was
so this would be prior to 2014.
the
So we're-
first year we went.
yeah, so this would be prior to
Well.
2014. Okay, but what was the
Animals.
cat and dog rat again? What was the name of the patriotic group that once played woodwind and percussion at the American Adventure in Epcot? What was the name
Oh, I bet I know.
of the patriotic
Well,
group that once played woodwind and percussion at the American Adventure in Epcot?
Should I guess?
The article said until September 2014, guests visiting the American Adventure Pavilion at Epcot could enjoy performances by the name of this group. And evidently, they do
They
play
do
occasionally.
Yeah. Was it the Fife and Drum Corps?
Close. You got half of it. You
Drum
got half
corps.
of it.
5
Yeah.
core.
Fife and drum corps, correct? But that's
Part.
part of the title. Their title.
Oh.
They are a fife and drum corps,
Yes.
but they have a name, fife
Other
and
than-
drum corps. Fife and drum.
Fife and Drum.
It's getting right over there. Fife and
It
drum.
is. You should see our cat. Now, the cat is, this long
black cat.
and that big. And
And
she
then
goes right up to Daisy in front of her face and goes,
Yeah, she's doing it right now.
and she's like,
Okay. See if you guys can see this.
oh, there she goes.
There they go.
Oh, there's our living room. Hi.
I thought maybe you guys could see them. All right, here we go.
She's,
All right.
she's evidently camera shy.
Here it is. Spirit of America, fife and drum corps.
Oh.
Spirit of America,
Mhm.
fife and drum corps. All right, I need to move this camera. Now I'm all right.
Now you're good.
All right. In the Carousel of Progress, what song is Uncle Orville humming in the bath?
I know.
I just did it earlier. No going back though.
Yes, Voices of Liberty, amazing Cargo, absolutely.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. And if you caught, they did a few Voices of Liberty from
They did,
home
from
over the COVID-19
Yep. Everybody
times.
was
And it was so
quarantined.
cool.
It was so cool.
It was so cool.
Our clock is singing.
Yep. All right. Anybody know?
In the
The
Carousel
song?
of Progress, what song is Uncle Orville humming in the bath?
Daisy, please go lay down.
In the scene where he gets no privacy when he appears in the show, he's reclining in the bathtub humming what song?
In the coolest part of the
Yankee
house.
Doodle Dandy.
Nope.
It is, Garrett. It's like a cartoon dog and cat
Yes.
playing. Nope, not Yankee Doodle Dandy. Think about him sitting there humming it.
It is a patriotic song, but it's not one that you immediately go, "Oh yeah, that
Oh, yeah.
patriotic song."
Right.
It's one of the lesser sung patriotic songs. And it actually does not have America in the title.
Hmm.
It's about America's banner. Close, AJC. Not this old flag.
I would give it to her.
Okay, you
Yeah.
give it to her.
Yep, it's a grand old
You're a
flag.
grand old flag.
Well, yeah, we're
You're a grand old flag. You're a high flying flag, and forever and true as you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, and there's never a boast or brag. So shall all acquaintance be forgot. Keep your eye on the grand old flag.
Let's
Yay!
wave our flag proud and tall.
that was part of a song that she sang in
Let's
second grade
save
or
our
third.
nation's pride and serve to answer freedom.
So that is our Disney trivia.
Yay!
That is our Disney trivia.
Right.
And so, all right, Disney 4th of July
Oh,
trivia, I
Cargo,
should
you
say.
don't know the song? Well,
Well, she is from
I
Canada.
probably don't know many of your Canadian songs either.
So you're a grand old flag was the answer. All right,
All right.
so we're going to do 5 general Disney trivia questions. Becca wanted to do some general trivia too, so we're going to do 5 of those.
In The Lion King, Scar has 3 hysterical hyena henchmen. Name 1. In The
Ooh.
Lion King, Scar has 3 hysterical hyena henchmen. Name 1.
Hysterical hyena henchmen.
henchman.
Alliteration,
I-
alliteration.
One of them was voiced for Winfrey.
That's right.
That's what I remember.
That girl's made
about-
the rounds. hasn't
Yes, she has.
Little gals, she's done made the rounds. I like Oprah Winfrey in the movie. She does just such a good job.
Mhm.
Ed,
So
Ed is one
Yep.
of them, yes.
Shinzy,
AJC and So Cargo got it.
awesome.
So there.
Yep. Cargo got it. Yep. Amy got it. Pam said she likes how we're singing. I don't know how great it is, but
I
anyway.
know it's something. It's entertainment.
It is entertainment.
All right. So AJC Magic TV and So Cargo got it right.
Woohoo!
All right.
Awesome.
What were all the henchmen's names?
Shenzi, Banzi, and Ed.
Ed.
I think Ed was a one.
Yeah, he was.
That's the one with the weird eyes.
Weird eyes.
What was that Golden Girls episode where it was Itchy and Maud or something? I don't remember what it was. The name. Remember
No.
they had the name of the 3. Oh, I can't
Yeah.
remember what they were like. Yeah, I don't know.
In the Disney film Western
I love Golden
Road,
Girls.
The Wagons, what striking feature makes the Indian chief think Myra Thompson is a goddess or good luck charm?
Mm.
In the Disney film Western
Westward.
Westward ho the wagons! Exclamation point. What striking feature makes the Indian chief think Myra Thompson is a goddess or good luck charm?
I don't know that one either. We got to put that on our watch list.
Westward ho the wagons.
Westward Ho.
I
Because
thought I'd
Westward
seen-
Ho was the one with John Candy, but that wasn't a Disney.
Yeah,
movie,
that
right?
was in a Disney.
Or was it?
I don't think so.
Because he did Cool Runnings, which was Disney.
Right. Cool Runnings was
Huh.
Disney,
Oh,
but
that's interesting.
Westward ho.
But was it
I don't
owned by
think was.
Touchstone though? Was it done by Touchstone? And Touchstone's been owned by Disney.
I don't know. I'm
Oh,
not
that's
that good with
interesting.
movie
Yeah, I'm not
companies
sure
and stuff.
exactly. Anyway, Westward Ho the wagons. All right.
Blonde hair is what Amy says.
Miss Amy says blonde hair.
She got it right.
All right, Miss
Woo!
Amy. All right.
Miss
Blonde
Amy,
hair.
did you find this?
See,
particular
cargo,
part?
that's what I thought. A piece of jewelry, that's what I thought.
Right.
I thought the same thing, cargo. So, yep.
Yeah.
Now, Amy, have you seen the movie? I'll be curious to know if
I've
you've seen the
actually
movie.
never seen the movie. Although, the Native Americans, they all have black hair.
Right.
And so when pioneers came with blonde hair,
That probably was
that
different.
was very odd, very different.
Mhm. Yeah, kind of put ourselves in their place.
Characteristic.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you kind of be, if somebody showed up and they were purple, you would think, wow, that's different.
I sure would. But of course, today, anything and everything
goes.
All
All
right.
right.
One more. Well, actually, three more.
I was about to say there's still 3 more. Who sings My Own Home in the animated feature The Jungle Book? The original Jungle Book. Like animated.
I have to go. Bye, everybody. Love y'all. Daisy.
All right. We'll slide over.
Gosh.
Daisy. Nope.
Here.
Nope. Just move that chair over and we'll move. There we go. All right. All right.
That
Here
dog
we go.
thinks that she is an old lady.
All right. Read the question again, please. Oh, so Amy, you haven't seen it. Yeah, we're going to have to see. I wonder if it's on Disney Plus. All right, go ahead.
Who sings My Own Home in the animated feature The Jungle Book? Original. Do we have anybody? I'll give you a hint. She's carrying a pot.
Not the Sherman brothers. Monarch says, we don't really have plans. We're going to stay home. We're going to cook on Saturday. We're going to do a roast, and we have some fresh sweet corn that I'm going to cook. I'm going to do fried green tomatoes. We're going to have
Nope, AGC, not Baloo.
not Baloo.
Which character sings
So we're going to cook here at home. We're not even really grilling
My
out.
Own Home?
And my mom is in a retirement community that's here, and
Not King Louie.
we can't go visit her, but we can have her come visit us. And so we may have her for the day if she feels up to it. Just kind of depends on it, but no real plans for 4th of July. We usually are at Disney on 4th of July, or we go somewhere for fireworks, but we're just kind of batting down the hatches around here.
Not King Louie, not Baloo. So one more time.
Okay, let's just do the answer.
Which character sings My Own Home in the animated feature The Jungle Book?
Okay, who is it?
AJC got it right. The Village
The
Girl.
Village Girl. Okay.
The girl
All
who fetches
right.
water from the river.
All right. Next question.
Who sings the song Wind Beneath My Wings in the 1988 Touchstone film Beaches?
Oh, that movie makes me cry so bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, who sings Wind Beneath My Wings? That's an easy one. Becca's never seen Beaches. She'll have to watch it sometime. Mm-hmm.
Oh, beaches.
Oh, okay. You guys haven't found her? I had no clue. Yeah, and it's like with my mom, they've been really good about kind of keeping everybody quarantined, and since none of us have been exposed or anything. As a matter of fact,
Cargo can't type.
Cargo, I can't type. Oh no! And
Then how did you
Bette
type?
Midler.
I can't
Miss
type.
Amy got it right, or Pam got it right. It is Bette Midler. Actually, I think Amy got it first. Bette Midler. So Cargo got it too. Bette Midler. So it's rolling in on the computer. So
Yeah.
it's seriously delayed compared to a phone. So
All right.
all right.
Which
Last question.
Last question. Which Disney animated feature opens with the quote, Money can buy most things, but it can't buy the wag of a dog's tail.
Oh, interesting. Reread that.
Which Disney animated feature opens with the quote, "Money can buy most things, but it can't buy the wag of a dog's tail"?
I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue.
Really?
Don't tell Jeff I like that movie. Have to keep my man points ahead of me. Okay, I will do that, Garrett. I won't let Jeff know. Oh, I love that. And I'll tell you, honestly, to me, I really like Bette Midler, and I always have. And I just think she just gets so into her character. She loves what she does. And we like watching Broadway shows and stuff on TV.
Cargo got it right.
Cargo got it right.
Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp. All right.
So that completes our trivia.
And I don't know if you guys remember, but Bette Midler performed Hello, Dolly, and she played Dolly. And she did a phenomenal job. I think she may be my favorite Dolly. But the movie Stella. Do you guys?
What's your favorite Dolly?
Aww. Do you guys remember the movie Stella, as Bette Midler movies go? Stella is probably, I think, my favorite Bette Midler movie. How many of you guys remember Stella? As a matter of fact, I even looked it up the other day. I can't even find it on Hulu, or I think I have the video of it somewhere.
Oh, hey, my backyard science.
I took your man card away a long time ago. Oh no, Jeff comes in. Where has he been? And all of a sudden he just snatches it right away from you, Garrett. Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh, Ruthless People. Yes. I don't think there could have been a better part for Ruthless. You're right. Oh, that is hilarious. But Stella, that movie is so impactful. I don't know. I remember my mom and I used to watch it all the time. Every time Stella came on, we watched it. And I think I might have it on a VHS tape somewhere because we watched it. We loved watching that movie. Jeff, that is not nice. Give it back. Poor Jeff. Jeff came in. Why? Jeff, I didn't even realize you were still in the mix. And all of a sudden, he just snatched your card. Her daughter is a spitting image of her. She went to D23 for her mom because of what I heard that, Amy. Yeah, she is. That is crazy. And she has kind of that same, I think I just saw Ray J. Hey, Ray J, good to have you in with us tonight. And she has kind of that same, I guess vivaciousness, that her mom has. But I don't know if you guys had seen that movie Stella, but if you've never seen it, you've got to see it. It's about the relationship between a mother and daughter, which is a relationship about a mother and a daughter, and it has just the storyline in it is you will, if you thought you cried in Beaches, you will definitely cry in Stella. Is all I got to say.
You're going to give it away.
No, I'm not. Jeff says, "Oh, I'm here, always listening." So, like, always watching.
Wait, do that again. You sound just like her.
Always watching. I might never be able to look at you. Oh, wow. Oh, man. It is on. We're going to have referees between Jeff and Garrett, guys.
Yeah.
The Mississippi River is not wide enough to keep them apart. Mr. Cargo brought home chocolate. Buy you all Cargo chocolate. Please share. Send it down to us Americans. Have a great night, Cargo. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
One word, push-ups. Wow. Have a great weekend, Cargo. And I know you're not celebrating 4th of July, but I know you kind of do because, you love America like we do in many ways. But have a great night and God bless you. We love you lots. And thank you for your support for us tonight. But it's kind of crazy. I was telling Susie and Becca that it's already been a year since the last 4th of July.
It's crazy.
It is. It seems like just yesterday we were there.
1,000 subscribers now too.
Yeah, I know, which is wild. But we lost about 30. But we'll gain them back. We'll get back up now that we're back up and
we'll have
up
to
and
keep our hard heads.
Yeah, got to keep working. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This head's harder than mine, I think.
Yeah, because I have thick hair.
Oh, I've got a question for you. we were talking a little bit last week, or this, I guess it was Monday, about the reskinning of Splash Mountain to be Princess and the Frog. How many of you guys have ever seen the movie Song of the South? The reason why I ask that is I see a lot of people online commenting, and I see a lot of vloggers commenting and have never seen the movie. And I was just curious, kind of like in our community. I know a lot of us were growing up in the era when that movie was released, kind of again through the 70s. It kind of came out again. Matter of fact, I think I was 6 or 7 when I saw it at a movie theater because it was on kind of a recirculation. How many of you guys have actually seen the movie Song of the South? I'm just curious. Just curious.
The only way that actually I saw it was because my Uncle Pete, because he played in a cool band that traveled. It was called the Bible Stones. It was a Christian
Bible Tones. Yeah.
Bible Tones. And he actually went to England, where they found one of the CDs of Song of the South, and he gave it to us.
Yeah, we had. Well, he was.
That's actually the only reason why I know what Song of the South is.
He was, for any of you guys who are know Southern Gospel, the Florida Boys. He was pianist for the Florida Boys for a number of years, and he was pianist for, like she said, the Bible Tones, Naomi and the Seagulls. But he was also an electrician for an oil drilling company, and they went all over the world drilling wells, and he would work on those wells as an electrician, 30 days home, 30 days away. And he spent about 3 years in the United Kingdom, and they had released it on VHS there. I think they released it in Japan or Tokyo. I think they released it in England, and there's one other place I think they released it. And he was there and got copies of it. So we actually have a VHS copy of it that was released in the United Kingdom, and which I had seen it as a kid, but I have seen it multiple times since then. Interesting here. I want to go back here and read you guys comments. That 35 went into push-ups. Wow. Okay, so Monarch said they should hit 1,000 subs when Disneyland turns 100. I know you guys will get it before then. What are you talking about? It's been crazy while we were out of the mix. How many of your channels have grown so much? It's crazy. I remember. Yeah, I know, Pam. Right, our 500. So Pam said she saw it when she was younger, and Expedition Greg says that he saw it and that he has a copy of it as well. That he used to have a copy of it. Ray J says, but he was familiar with Rare Rabbit from the Donald Duck comics before Splash Mountain, and have not seen this movie. Still love the ride, is what This Our Dream says. And it's interesting, and I may do a video on this because I truly love Song of the South. I really do. I know, but in the camera, I'm like, all I see is like this wrapping around. I really like the story, and I do definitely understand some people's point of view in that. What really just kind of drives me crazy is people that have really strong opinions about it who have never seen the movie. And I may do a video on this because like I said, I'm really believe we can still celebrate history without removing it, because it's we have good history, we have bad history, but you don't replace the bad history, and it's really not celebrating it. And I don't think Walt ever intended that this movie was somehow going to celebrate slavery, because the reality is the storyline of Uncle Remus in this movie is actually post-Civil War. It's actually post-Emancipation Proclamation. So the blacks that are portrayed in it are not slaves. They are working on the plantation. So, I think I think you have to look at the history of this movie. I think you have to look at the intentionality of this movie, because it was a story. The characters within this movie, not only was Harriet, that played the black woman in it, she was in Gone with the Wind. She won an Academy Award. The man who played Uncle Remus received an honorary Academy Award. There was such a lot of celebration of Black history and Black advancement in that movie, and even like with Gone with the Wind, that I think if you have to look at it from that way as well. I don't think you're looking at a movie that celebrated slavery in any way.
No.
And so Rebecca has seen it. I think Rebecca has seen it. It's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
She probably doesn't remember
I
a
was
lot of it.
little, But I at
we'll have
least
to watch it
remember
again
them
recently.
skipping.
Yeah, we'll have to watch it again recently. And the little black boy, he was actually discovered on the playground of his school. I think it was Booker T. Washington Elementary School is where they discovered him on the playground.
Rabbit.
You know, it is just amazing to see, and it really bothers me that movie has gotten such a bad rap over the years. And when I really look at Princess and the Frog, there are actually elements of it that are very similar to Song of the South in
It's
some
not
ways.
worse.
Well, in some ways,
Because
there are a lot of inferences there.
Princess and the Frog has voodoo, Time Kings,
Yeah.
different things like sugar barons. It's really no different than Song of the South.
Yeah, and Geo Jerry, that's the thing, you know. But I have heard people, you know, if you've not seen the movie and you've only seen the ride, and the ride definitely, you know, I don't know. It's just one of these things that I have just had a real issue with us wanting to remove history because it makes us uncomfortable. And I think what uncomfortable history should do is open a dialogue. Mm-hmm. And I think a dialogue of Song of the South is you have to look at the intentionality. I think you have to look at the historicity of it, you know, and that Disney was built and is built around telling a story, and Walt wanted to celebrate the stories of Uncle Remus. And the fact of the matter is, the stories that sprung off, the books that sprung off of Song of the South are now collector's items. Because so it's for so many years, it was a celebrated movie. And then all of a sudden it kind of became so taboo. And, you know, anyway, and I have a lot of my black friends who have watched it, and they don't understand the big deal either, which, you know, is like, yeah, so because it doesn't portray blacks in a negative light. It does show what life was like. And like I told you the other night, I grew up in the Deep South. So the vernacular that blacks use in that movie, I grew up with that. I still live with that. It's just part of the culture. Like, we all have our different cultures and our different mannerisms. So, you know,
and here people are going.
It just irks me when people are so die hard about it and they've never seen the movie.
But it's like, also, a lot of people actually don't realize that there was slavery in places like New York City and things like that in the Civil War, because that was where not Harriet Tubman, but Sojourner Truth was raised and sold off into slavery.
Yeah.
So
you know, it's interesting, but I might do a video on it because the movie is very important. It was the first Disney movie I ever saw, and so it's special to me. The second one was Pete's Dragon. Mm-hmm. I saw Pete's Dragon the first time at a drive-in movie theater.
I really want to go to an actual drive-in.
We'll have to do that sometime. There are some in different parts. Historicity. That is right, Ray J. Historicity. You know, and I'm certainly not saying, you know, I want to put my feelings or anything on anybody else, but I just think we have to really look at that movie. And Splash Mountain, you know, that was not a Walt. Walt did not touch Splash Mountain, you know, so we can't say, hey, that's the embodiment of Walt, because it's not. It was just, you know, but it was a story that was very important to Walt, and they made a ride out of it. Basically, you know, to recycle audio animatronics, actually. But I think it's important for us to also realize that we cannot remove history or ignore that it happened just because it makes us uncomfortable. I think it needs to be used to open up more and more dialogue. That's just my point. So that was sad.
And honestly, the whole entire Black Lives Matter thing is almost like history repeating itself.
Well, and Geo Jerry, I love Princess and the Frog. It is probably my favorite Disney animation. Tiana's my favorite princess, and always has been. And I like Tiana because she
is hardworking.
Is hardworking, right? She came from nothing. You know, I just like her story.
That's why she's my favorite princess.
Yeah, her state, and the music in Princess and the Frog is amazing. one of the interesting things is what they're going to do in the ride, because a lot of people, I've watched some vloggers about it. They're all excited because like, oh, it has great music and it, I can't wait to see this scene and that scene and this scene. But Disney was pretty clear, at least from what I've read in that
after the wedding.
In that announcement, is that this ride is going to be, is going to be based on after the wedding, and they're getting ready to celebrate their first Mardi Gras. So it doesn't sound like this ride is going to retell the story. Just like really Splash Mountain did not retell the story of Song of the South. You cannot go on Splash Mountain and really understand anything about what Song of the South was about, other than the music and the characters. And so it's going to be interesting to see how Princess and the Frog plays out. Yeah, but I think a lot of people are going to be very, if they don't use the ride to play out the story like Ariel, with Ariel, what is it, Under the Sea with Ariel, it plays out the story. Show. I think they're expecting Splash Mountain to play out the story of the Princess and the Frog. But at least from what Disney has said, they're not going to be replaying the story. They're going to be picking up after the wedding and getting ready to celebrate new Mardi Gras. So I would not be surprised that there is not new music maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we know that they're not going to play New Orleans because...
Well, we don't know that. We don't know what they're going to do.
Well, didn't they say that they weren't going to play?
No, they have not said what they are not going to do. But what they did say is in that initial press release was that it would pick up after the wedding and there would be preparation for celebrating Mardi Gras. Yeah. So I don't know. I've told Susie, who knows, there may even be new music on it or something. So anyway,
if I could just, if they actually did,
you're welcome, man.
It based off of the movie, and because they probably won't, like if they have a lot of feedback for people going, yes, you have to do the story thing type idea, I can honestly see the whole entire Are You Ready thing whenever they're dragging Dr. Facilitate into his grave. I can honestly see like the little voodoo dolls on the drums while you're going up the big one, and it goes.
But that would make no sense.
But
if they're not playing out the movie, though.
But I'm saying if.
Oh, if
they played it out.
I mean, you can kind of see it. As a matter of fact, I think one vlogger even went through Splash Mountain and said this is where these different songs could be. But my understanding is they're not going to do a play-by-play. It's not going to be a storyline. Which
honestly is not really the best idea because people won't be familiar with it. And they'll be like, we went in here for Princess
Exactly,
and the Frog.
Jeff. There are a lot of mountains in the bayou. If you've ever been in the bayou, one thing you're going to realize, which I've been in the bayou, there are no mountains in the bayou. So it's going to be really interesting how they reskin that. And, Geo Jerry was right, too. Changing Tower of Terror to Guardians of the Galaxy, literally just replacing with an IP. I hope they don't do that at Hollywood Studios in Orlando. I hope they don't do that because Twilight Zone, Tower of Terror, it was built to be that, it was designed to be that, and it just needs to stay that, in my personal opinion. Well, and that's true, Pam. Ray won't be a part of it either because Ray's dead. And so I think I think people are going to be pleasantly, if Disney holds to what it says, that there is going to be a continuation, then what people are envisioning for this ride is not going to happen. Who knows? Like I said, I'm really excited as it being Princess and the Frog, that it not be a retelling of the story, but that it would be a continuation, and to see new music would be, I think, really exciting too. I think that'd be neat.
I would think that they're probably going to use the ride to open up a new door for maybe a Princess and the Frog 2. Well,
they might.
They might actually do a sequel for Princess and the Frog. Or a
spin-off story or something. Yeah, you never know. But, I was excited that it was Princess and the Frog because, like I told you guys, I love Princess and the Frog. And so I couldn't imagine. I mean, there are a lot of other things it could be. I mean, definitely, Another argument is it doesn't fit in Frontierland at all, whereas Splash Mountain does. Of course, Princess and the Frog would fit exactly in New Orleans Square out of Disneyland. So how they're going to integrate the Louisiana Bayou into Frontierland is going to be interesting, really but we've seen a lot of that with Disney lately, where there's been a break of continuity and line of sight. Rapunzel's castle sticking up, Rapunzel's tower sticking up. breaks line of sight. So a lot of that has kind of been sidelined by Disney lately. Anyway,
isn't it actually going to? Well, Disney weren't they saying that it was almost going to be like a bridge between Frontierland and Fantasyland?
Yeah, they had made comment to that. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how they bridge that, and it will be interesting to see too if they kind of change where it kind of dead ends down in that bottom there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be unique, and a lot of people are wondering, is it going to be ready by the 50th? I don't see how. Not if they're dealing with the financial constraints that they've got going on right now. I don't see how it can be ready, but then again, they could reuse probably all of the audio animatronics, just reskin them, maybe even recycle some of them because you have animals in the bayou. It'll be interesting to see what they do there. No, it does not, Greg. It does not fit in Frontierland at all. Ray was my favorite character. Second, Ursa really pan. Is that right? I love Ray. But if you want to talk stereotypes, Ray is a stereotype. I mean, Ray is stereotype the Cajun Louisiana cracker bumpkin living in the shack, so to speak. So there are a lot of stereotypes, a lot of them in Princess and the Frog. Just as many. I'm telling you, in my personal humble opinion, almost just as many as in Song of the South. I wonder if they would have to change Critter Country in Disneyland. Oh, I don't know. And I'm curious to see. There was that whole hoopla last year about Country Bear Jamboree at Walt Disney World and people went up in arms because they're like that's Walt there. Don't touch that. But I don't know. You listen to a lot of the music there. If we're getting on this thing where everybody's getting super offended by every little thing, they may decide that music is offensive and they want to change the music. Who knows what's going to happen there? So yeah.
Oh, hey, Six Hand Spice World.
Oh yeah, Six Hand Spice World. Good to see you. Good to have you in the house tonight. And so we're just kind of chit chatting. We had trivia tonight. Now we're just kind of chit chatting, kind of live chat. But we're talking about the Splash Mountain makeover. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I know I keep saying that. I hope that the decision, what has been in the works for a long time, Disney, has assured us that it hasn't been because of the recent things going on and the petitions and all of that. I'm sure all that's going on in the petitions did play into the pushing it forward on the list. I can't help. I think you can't be in denial of that. They could have been talking about it, absolutely, but I definitely think, coming from a management perspective, it got pushed to the front because of those things that are going on. So I am kind of sad that Spaceship Earth is not going to get the makeover yet. I was really looking forward to that because I love it in its current state, but it needs to update. The track is so bad. The last time we were on it, it was like being on a bad road in backwoods Alabama. It was like, it was awful, So I was like, they have got to do something about this ride.
I honestly one time, and it keeps stopping.
I don't either. Six Hand Spice. I don't either.
It keeps stopping. So last time I was on it, I felt, because all of a sudden it jerked whenever it stopped, I felt like we were going to go.
Yeah, when it starts tilting back, I'm thinking, oh, I hope these things stay where they're supposed to. I hope the bolts hold. I worry about stuff like that. I worry about that in Haunted Mansion every time our Doom buggy goes back. I'm like, I hope these bolts hold. Or it is going to be a W Boom.
Oh, here we are.
Sorry about that, guys. I was just going to type you. Let you know. Sorry, our internet stalled out. Of course, if you're familiar with Mickey sightings, that seems to happen all the time with our illustrious Windstream connection.
That's what you get for living in the country.
But Tiana was a poor black woman struggling to work, and Charlotte was a rich white woman. There will be an issue someday to that. Yeah, exactly. There will be. And when Tiana went home, she lived in the what are called the quarters, what people call the quarters, the black quarters of town. Yeah, they're going to have issue with that. And there's also the in the restaurant, the chef, he's black, and he really didn't want to see Tiana succeed. You had the white bankers who really didn't act like they wanted to see Tiana succeed. There's a lot there. There are a lot of layers there too, but it's Song of the South has gotten such a bad rap, and people are reacting to something that they really just don't even really know about. And I guess that's what bothers me.
But standing from a banker's point or a business point, you could see why the bankers were like,
Happy Friday, Walt and Melissa. Good to have you with us tonight.
Hey, Mr. Wall and Miss Melissa. Would be Mrs. Wall and Mr. Melissa.
Oh, I know, Bax. It's been a long time. Miss talking to you too.
But coming from a business standpoint, I could see why they were kind of like, Tiana, coming from a background that you have, just give up. Because the other guy bid higher on the sugar
Well,
bill.
they say he did. They said, and we think that was just a ploy. They didn't want to give it to her, So there are a lot of issues there. And then there's the stereotypes, the Cajun population. And then there's, of course, voodoo. Mm-hmm. And voodoo and black magic are an absolute hindrance to people in Haiti. There are people that die, that starve to death, that live under the bondage of voodoo in Haiti. And that movie has, a so to speak, a recognition and almost celebration of voodoo and black magic.
Wonder why Dr. Facilier is so skinny.
As a Christian, that could offend me. I could say I want it banned. I want Princess and the Frog banned because it celebrates voodoo, and that's the one part of the movie I don't like, is it does spend a lot of time with that. But it's part of the storyline, and I get that it's part of the storyline. So I'm not going to sit here and say that the thing's banned, say that or anything like that. So I just think we all have to realize that everybody has different perspectives, and that Disney is telling a story, and the elements that Disney uses, like any other company, to tell its story, that is entertainment. But we're getting way too thin-skinned on some of this stuff. Now, some of it is legit. Some of this that's been going on is legit. I will absolutely give you that. But we definitely, as a company, we've got to thicken our skin a little bit, because this is getting a little ridiculous.
Hey, Jab and Blue Master.
So, all right. Well, I think we're going to head out. We have been on for almost 2 hours, and I think we're going to head out and, I don't know, maybe watch a piece of a movie before we decide to go to bed, since it's Thursday night. But we're looking at maybe, or at least myself, doing a stream tomorrow in celebration of Independence Day, and we'll talk a little bit more about independence. But we may do a little bit more in-depth discussion on the Splash Mountain situation.
I'll join in it. All right. Monarch moments. Let's make a deal, Mr. Garrett. If you come in on our next live stream, then I'll be in on the live stream. You get that?
And we may sing something. I don't know.
Who knows?
All right. Well, you guys have been great. Thank you for hanging out with Mickey Sightings tonight. And don't forget to like our stream before you leave out. Share it out to your friends. We'd love to click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to our channel, and ring that notification bell. I think that's everything I'm supposed to say, right?
And don't forget to do what your mama told you. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. That's right.
And are we going to close out?
And let's see. Garrett says, I have alligator skin. You know what? I'll tell you what. You have to have you talk about alligator skin. That is, as a preacher, you better have alligator skin. But I think we can all get along. I think we can all just get along. We love you guys, and thank you so much for being with us tonight. And we'll see y'all real soon. But never forget this one thing.
It was all started by a mouse.
We'll see y'all real soon. Bye-bye.